Hello, Harry and Tim and Brenda from Rhode Island. Good to see you. Ferris, checking in. Hello, Ferris. Christina Viviano. Hello. All right. Well, here I am. There you are. That's all that matters. Okay, so let's say goodnight. No? Well, let's see if we get notifications sent out, and some people will show up then. Hello, Grateful Days RV Life from Florence, Oregon. Good to see you. Well, we had 6, and now we're down to 3. And immediately went, it's Rob. Bye. Hello, Mom. Good to see you. I meant to call you today, Mom, and I just plumb forgot. I got busy and enjoying ourselves. We're here in Mississippi again. We just got here last night. So I meant to call you, and I just enjoying the lake, actually. So I'll call tomorrow. And boy, I tell you, YouTube's been really bad with sending out notifications. Yesterday, it sent out notifications on yesterday's video 15 minutes late. So there it is. Okay, now everybody will show up. Hello, Jay in a Jeep. Good to see you. Just got mine. Yeah, we just got the notification. So now they'll be rolling in. So so yesterday we drove all the way out to Mississippi. Got 350 miles. And we'll stay here in this campground a week, and then we'll go to another campground here for a week. This campground will allow 7 days. But it's got water, so we'll stay here to 7 days. Then we'll fill up the water, go over to a non-water site, and we'll hang out there for 7 days. And then we're off to Texas, northern Texas. Okay, who did I miss here? B Beach, good to see you. Mayhem RV, hello, Oscar, good to see you. Coley and Taz, good to see you. Rira from Japan, and I remembered. So what time is it in Japan? About 8 a.m. And Brenda, good to see you. And Jeff, wow, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time. And Stephanie, hello, Stephanie. I'm here babysitting. We'll check and the chat off and on. Okay, well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Now, are you babysitting your grandbabies? And yes, Japan. Anyway, I don't know what to talk about. The camper is holding up great. I'm very happy with the 3 grandbabies. That is awesome. Hello, Laurie. Good to see you. Hello, Lisa. But this corrugated plastic, you know, there was a lot of naysayers saying it wasn't going to last. But the more I research it, the more I like it. And when am I not getting all the notifications? I must not be getting all the notifications. I need to check. Live chat. Well, I think I'm getting them all. But anyway, but this corrugated plastic is just fantastic. I've been doing a lot of research on it, and a lot of construction people are using it for window coverings. What do you call that? Shutters for your windows. To keep out storms, you know, instead of having to use wood, it's real light material, costs less. It's 200 times stronger than glass, so they're using it for shutters. So anyway, somebody told me that they were concerned that when bugs hit the camper, that it was going to rip this corrugated plastic. Well, it got a really good test yesterday. Actually, someone said, first time a bug hits that, it's going to rip right off. Well, I got about 1,000 bugs hitting it, so nothing ripped. Everything is perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. I'm very happy with it. Okay, new day. Good to see you. Hello, American, William. How's the weather? The weather is awesome. We missed the tornadoes in Florida. They were heading our way, and it fizzled out the county before us. So that was good news. Daryl says I'm late to the party. No, not at all. We're only 4 minutes into it. Hello, Randy. Yeah, bug strikes. Yeah, well, the door's open. I put it on the inside of the door too, to help keep it from getting stained up. It's easy to wash. What is high? Okay, same here. Let's see. Jackie King. Good to see you, Jackie. Hello, Explorer. So, is William here? Did I see William? Yeah, he's here. I'm sure William's here. William's got our count for us. I'm holding you personally responsible for over 100 today. Not William. I'm sorry. Harry. Harry. What kind of gas mileage you been getting with your truck, Rob? Well, yesterday we got 22 miles to the gallon all the way here. Normally, when I did not have the camper on, I got 26 miles to the gallon. Yesterday I got 22, but I could say 19 is about average. You follow National Weather Channel? No, I got an app. It's called My Radar. It lets me know when bad weather's coming. It sends out an alert, makes noise, and I really like it. And I can follow it on the radar. And then I got Google. So, hit the like button. Hello, Judy. Good to see you, Judy. Any plans to go to the West Coast? Yeah, well, I've made a... Maybe I haven't released any of these videos. I'm going to Texas. We're going to Texas. I don't know what you mean by West Coast. I mean, the coast is water. We're not going to California. We're going to go to the North Rim, Arizona. North Rim, Grand Canyon in Arizona. We're going to spend our summer there. We're not really sure what we're going to do after we get done with that. Probably just come back into Texas. And then we're going to spend the entire winter in Texas. We're going to go down the west side of Texas and then circle around and back up the east side of Texas. And so, pretty excited about that. Gotta love Rob, keeping it real. Well, thank you very much, LB Rove. Mayhem says, Rob, do you use a cell phone amplifier antenna? No, I don't. I actually knew somebody had one. And he did get a better signal. I will give you credit, he got a better signal, but it didn't give him any better data. It was still not usable. And so I don't see the point in spending $800 for something like that. What I do is I just research the areas really well. I've got this web page that I use. Can't think of the name of it right now. Maybe, do I get lucky? Give me a minute. I'll tell you the name of the web page. But the web page tells me where the signal strength is really good at. So, give me a minute, I'll find this web page and I'll tell you what it is. Okay. Sensorly is what it is. www.sensorly. And it's spelled S-E-N-S-O-R-L-Y. I'll say that again. S-E-N-S-O-R-L-Y. And I really love this website. It does all the major carriers. And all you got to do is plug in the coordinates or the address, and it tells you if there's a signal, how far, and then you can kind of gauge how far away the signal may be. And I would say that if you can get within 10 to 15 miles of the purple dot or the green dot or whatever the case is, you'll have internet. Now, the thing is when you get out here deep in the forest, you're only going to get 2 to 3G. They don't provide 4G out here. So, you get closer to town, then you get 4G. So, even if you had a booster, the only thing that's going to do is give you a little bit more distance, but it's not going to give you any faster data. So, I'm just not a big... we've talked about this endlessly, about getting one of those Wii boosts, and anyway, long story short, no, we're not gonna get anything like that. Decent gas mileage, but what weight limit would you drive me insane? I haven't seen a monthly budget episode in a while. I try to watch them all, but I may have missed it. No, I haven't been doing them anymore. And the primary there's actually 2 reasons. One, everybody wanted to know what kind of insurance we have, and it just didn't make sense to me. One, why I wanted to tell you what I have for insurance. One, that may not be good for you. I take no medication, so you may take medication, so it just didn't make sense. And then the other thing is nobody ever believed me. I get a lot of criticism about it's not possible to only spend $800 for 2 people. So, and you go to other YouTube channels, you'll really see that people beat me up pretty bad, that I'm a big old liar. So I figured instead of just being called a liar, I just wouldn't do them anymore, because, and they never really got that many views anyways. Canyon is going to be hot, hot, hot. Grand Canyon in North Rim's 9,000 feet in elevation, and in July, the average July temperature 78 degrees for the highs, 48 degrees for the lows. And that is why I would get one, but if it won't help. I get a hot with external antenna just as good as those boosters, also cheaper. Got it. Put some aluminum foil on the rabbit ears, yeah. You're getting a tan. I'm not getting a tan. I had one when I was helping Dad put the roof on. I got that Florida sun. Love your honest approach to the real problems. That is a lot of poop. Yeah, it was a great video. Well, thank you very much. I'm not wrong there. You can only get so far away from a tower. Try the app Network Cell Infinity. It has all the info you need about available services. Info like Randy and I have been hotspot with 2 antenna jacks. Do I need 2 antennas? For 4G, you need 2 in and out. But well, anyway, yeah, this Sensorly, I stumbled on this about 6 months ago, and I didn't really use it much. Well, I tell you when I got it. I got it at the same time I got the Verizon, because Verizon doesn't tell us where their internet service is. AT&T does, but Verizon doesn't. They just send out a map. But this one, AT&T, you can plug in your coordinates and it tells you if you have a signal or not. This Sensorly does the same thing, but it's for all the carriers. It's really cool. Good evening, Adam and Mira. I missed the budget videos. I'm sorry. If you're going through Texas, you might as well swing up to see the Grand Canyon. Well, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, it's only another 1,000 miles away. Intelligent people will check out for themselves about being called a liar, etc., and realize who is the liar and who is not. Well, I agree, but I mean, like I said, the views on them weren't that great anyways. So I didn't see the point in spending all the, I mean, because it took a long time to make that video. I, of course, have to go through my budget and write it all down and then record the video. It wasn't an easy video to make, and not to get any views from it and then be called a liar all through YouTube. I don't know. My Verizon 70 a month, no throttling, unlimited. That's what I got. I got my Jetpack, or Jetpack from Verizon, and it's $65 a month if you do auto pay. I love it. It does not make a difference. Just plug them both in. Adam, okay, thanks. So, but you almost have to have a degree in internet to be out here. Upload speeds, download speeds, how far you got to be. I mean, it's just all kinds of information that I've really gotten to understand. Loving the Jetpack. Yeah, the Jetpack is really nice. I mean, like I said, when you get out here in the forest, you still only get 2 or 3G, but right now, I think we're getting 4G. The last campsite we were at was 2 to 3G. So, like today, I uploaded a video. It took 22 minutes. Yesterday at the other campsite, it takes about 2 hours. When I was at Dad's house putting the roof on, right there in town, I was getting an upload in 7 minutes. So, just different areas, different speeds. Hi, VMAX, good to see you. So, Easy 5 Friday was one of my favorites. Man, have you been around that long? I can't remember when I stopped doing Easy 5 Fridays. Yeah, I mean, I've it's just part of what's going on. Hey, Nick, good to see you. Wow, Nick. Nick, from Facebook, Nick? Wow, I don't think I've seen you here before. Good to see you. Sharon, good to see you. Meandering Meerkat, wow, it's been a few weeks. Remember, these people are often selling those boosters or getting kickbacks if you click here. Yeah, click that affiliate link below. Wow, Nick, it is really good to see you. Have you ever been to our live feeds? This is really cool. Nick is in one of our videos. He sent us a video, and then we put in our video. Hello, house on the road. So yeah, he's in one of our videos. Keith Boland, good to see you. Wow, it is just great to see you, Nick. That is just incredible. All right, so what else is going on? We were talking about internet. I guess. I guess we're about finished. Just once. Yeah. Wayne's here. Good to see you, Wayne. Morning. Morning. Yeah, I don't check Facebook much anymore, Wayne, so still looking good, buddy. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Maria's here. Hello, Maria. I'm new to your videos. I'm living in a van. Living in a van is an expedite driver. Well, that's great. Thanks for joining us. I really do appreciate it. Jimmy Rance. Hello, Jimmy. Good to see you. The gang's all here just about. So, let's see. Somebody's going to have to ask some questions because I'm running out of information. But anyway, going back to the internet stuff. I love your Erupt video endings. Thanks for watching. Well, I just do that so I can keep it under 730. I've noticed that 730 is kind of like that magic number, so I keep it there, and it seems to make everybody really happy. It's interesting how some of the nomads have either upgraded to a bigger or fancier vehicle or have stopped nomading. Yeah, it really is starting to. I mean, we had one guy who wasn't a nice size one, then downsized, and now he's back up. LTE. You know, I just looked this up the other day. There's a video on it. LTE. Okay, 4G. I'm going to try to explain this. I can't remember what the letters LTE mean. Anyway, 4G. 4G was supposed to be like, 30 megabytes. That's what it was supposed to be. I'm just using some numbers. I don't remember all the specifics. Well, nobody was able to ever actually get to 30 megabytes of data per second. So the people who came up with this criteria said, okay, well, long-term, that's what it is, long-term effort. Long-term effort is what LTE means. That means that over the next 5 years, we are going to try to get your phone up to 4G, 30 megabytes. So 4G LTE means long-term effort. It means it's not 4G. They have no intentions of making it 4G. They're just going to work on it and then eventually get there. Well, now that they've almost got it to 4G or 30 megabytes or whatever it is, now they're going to go to 5G. Well, the same thing's going to happen. Nobody's going to actually, let's say 5G is 100 megabytes. Nobody's actually going to be able to do 100 megabytes. So they're going to say long-term effort is going to be over the next 5 years, we're going to try to get you to 100 megabytes. So essentially, when you get 5 megabytes, you're actually going to start getting 4G finally. I was absolutely fascinated that LTE simply means that you're not going to get 4G. Just hanging around, out, got dinner in the oven. Just wondering, Rob, whose channels do you watch? I only watch them for research. I don't really watch any nomadic channels other than for research. And I've really gotten away from watching any of them unless somebody sends me a link. I have some news channels I like to watch and that kind of thing. We are TT members, and it costs 1,000 trails, and it costs $157 a day, $300 for food and fuel per month. Then we add in internet, phone for another $300 a month. The RV life is not free, but we love it. It's a sub-branch of 4G. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. How much does your water filter system cost? Well, the Berkey, with the canisters, costs $300, but the filters themselves only cost $100. So, once you have the canisters, then you can just, every 6 years you're going to replace the filters for $100. Filters last 6 years. As long as you don't put rust through them. I need to specify that. The reason our last filters didn't last hardly at all was because long-term evolution. That's what it was. Thank you, Mary. But heavy metals wear out the filters faster. But we love the Berkey. The Berkey is absolutely incredible. It's just the greatest thing. What's for supper? What do we have? Oh, she made turkey cheeseburgers. Yeah. Hello, Susie Meatloaf. Good to see you. Bob, Long-Term Evolution. That's right. Yep. Hello, Al in Arkansas. Chicken or pork? No, turkey. A bit close. Same here. I just watch mostly your stuff anymore. Well, thank you very much. Hello, Michelle. Good to see you. Well, I'm really far behind. Sorry. Questions. Where are you going to move when it gets hot in Florida? We're already in Mississippi. We're heading towards Texas. So we're going to be here in Mississippi for 2 weeks. Then we're going to go to North Texas. And then we're going to go into the Grand Canyon, the northern rim. Chicken or pork as to what? What we're having for supper. manonthestreet.com. Hey, Rob, I figured out you look a lot like Mark, Dire Straits guitarist. Huh. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know who he is. But thank you, I guess. Unless you're filtering water from Flint, Michigan. Well, no, it actually would do pretty good in Flint, Michigan. It filters out lead, mercury, 99.99% of the contaminants. Here, I got them right here. So that's the list of contaminants that it will filter out. Wrapped up. Oop. And you get 2 of them like that for $100. And so what we got now? Let's see. Alaska. Yeah, okay. AK's Alaska. Sorry about that. Oh, my mother, he does. Let's see. Oregon. We had turkey burgers yesterday. They're really good. Hello, Tal. Mark is okay. Good evening, Kevin. Good to see you. Just a note, they do not filter viruses. That is not true. They don't filter out certain viruses. But I agree, you need to boil. Or you can use chlorine. Now, the CDC put out a warning that any filter that you use, any filter, do not filter out things like hepatitis, HIV. So here's the thing. If you're going to take out water from a creek, before you could buy these filters, even the Berkey, and you could drink it. Well, now they're saying that those filters, including the Berkey, doesn't filter out those viruses. So if somebody goes to the bathroom upstream, a human being, it won't filter out specific viruses. Other viruses it will. But anyway, so what we do, instead of boiling, because boiling damages, hot water damages the filters. So what we do is, if we're going to take water out of a stream, we put chlorine in it, and then let that sit for a little bit, and then we filter it through the Berkey. That way we can also take out the chlorine. Now a lot of people say, why don't you boil water after you run it through the Berkey? Well, you still have to let it cool. I mean, I don't think anybody realizes how much energy it takes to boil water. So if you're going to boil water on the propane stove, you're going to use a ton of propane, or you're going to wait all day to get a fire going, and then you're going to have to filter it, and then it's got to cool. Just put a little bit of bleach in it, a cap full for every 5 gallons. I think it's a teaspoon for every 5 gallons, and then filter it all out. That way you get rid of the chlorine, you get rid of all the viruses, you get rid of all the lead. So here's the thing, don't let people scare you that this is not a good filter, because it doesn't filter out viruses. It is a good filter. Boiling, you can argue that boiling doesn't take lead out. So I just think that if you're, well, okay, but the ultraviolet light means that you got to use electricity, and you have limited electricity out here. So I just think that this is, 6 cents a gallon is what this costs. So if it lasts 6,000 gallons, it's 6 cents a gallon. That's a real bargain for drinking water. My dog drinks almost a gallon of water a day, and how much do you think that would cost a month without filter system? A gallon of water a day, it's 20 cents per gallon at, or 20. Well, we just looked at Walmart yesterday. It's 29 cents per gallon if you buy it out of that automated machine. If you were to buy water, is like 1 to 5 gallons, $1 for 5 gallons. Yeah, which is 32 gallons a month, or $32 a month. It's outrageously crazy. So I mean, it's just not cost effective to go out and buy water. I made a video on that just the other day, and I've made huge comparisons. What needs to buy Brittany? What needs? I don't know what that means. I've been to North Rim up for a job there last year. The advertisement for job said average summer temperature like 95 degrees. Well, I mean, I just Googled it. It's 9,000 feet in elevation at the North Rim, and it's 78 degrees. I mean, that's what my research came up to. 0, but it doesn't matter. I mean, summertime. So it doesn't matter if it's 95 degrees or 10 degrees. Winter's cold and summer's hot. 0 water filters, 99%, but filters don't very long. I don't remember, do you guys ever go out and have dinner somewhere? Well, not very often, unless we're traveling. After you go to the bathroom, if you leave the lid off the bucket, chlorine should, and all the chlorine should have evaporated. Oh my, was that my name on the box? No? Good luck on the road. I'm heading out to May 23rd for Arizona. All right, congratulations. Hope you have a great adventure. Hello, Elizabeth. New day. What about a night at night? Hello, Aunt Jenny. Good to see you. North Rim does not open until May 15th. Well, we won't be there before May. We're going to be here for another 2 weeks, and then we're going to go to Texas, and we'll spend 2, 4, 5 weeks in Texas. So we got plenty of time. Bottled water. Besides that, I don't want to get there too early. I mean, I don't want to get anywhere too early. It's still cold in a lot of part of the country. Bottled water is even safe. Commercial goes to 100 microns. For bottled water, plastic particles smaller than that pollute most bottled water. 82 people viewing. Yeah, we're just not doing very well recently, are we? Haven't been here in a while. Our grandson comes on Wednesday, so we are really busy. Well, thanks for joining us. I do appreciate it. Not sure at night. I think the average, let's see, elevation was around 8,000 feet. 95 degrees is cool for Mississippi people in the summer. Sounds like now it's right. I mean, all you got to do is Google it. I'll Google it so we don't have to argue. Average July temperature, North Rim, Grand Canyon, Arizona. Let's see. Let's see. Sounds like a nice road. Well,
Arizona, the average high in July is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. The average low is 48 degrees. It has an average 6 rainy days and 1 inch of rain. There's an average of 14 hours of daylight per day in July.
Did you hear what she said? She said 78 degrees for the July average temperature, 48 degrees for the low. Average days for rain is 6 days. I do most of my cooking with hot water from a coffee dispenser at truck stops. Good evening, Heat Seeker Bus. Good to see you. You from Maryland? Let's see. Our weather is so messed up. You don't make your own crab cakes. I still need to turn on the heat, Jimmy. But wow. Whew. You can boondock along the rim on BLM land before you can get to the North Rim. Well, I'm going to go in the National Forest. There's 2 National Forests there that I'm going to stay at. I tried some freeze-dried hamburger. It was bad at all. It wasn't bad at all. That's awesome. 78 degrees in July. I know, it's perfect weather. I'm sure some people are saying, what's $5 here, $5 there? Cha-ching. I know. No, look, I mean, I've done the math. It's outrageously expensive. If you buy, you know, I forget all the numbers, but if we were to buy all our Walmart, when we lived in a house, you know, I think we 2,100 gallons of water. We bought all our water at Walmart. It was going to be $460. That's crazy high for water. So it's not that you're saving water. It's not that you're saving money on water out here. You're just not using any water. Some 80s here now. It was one day 78, next day it's 50. I'm missing the whole conversation between Jimmy and VMAX. So if I need to say something, just, you know, say, hey Rob. Yeah, I just Googled it also. You're right, 78 degrees at the highest. VMAX. We do order Maryland crab meat. Well, I guess we're talking about something else. Okay. Well, I'm going to get a drink. Whew. That's the thing, is a lot of things that people comment, like yesterday's video, I talked about the Burning Man, and a lot of people said they don't agree with me. And the thing is everything I said in there was written by the Bureau of Land Management. It's not that I made any of it up. Every bit of it was factual. And people said, I don't agree with you. So I don't know if they didn't agree with what I had read from the document. Maybe they read it differently than I did. But what I gather is a lot of people just hear things and then say, okay, that's fact. And I've noticed this a lot here recently. People are telling me, oh, that's not true, Rob. You're not right. When I've actually gotten the information directly from the National Forest Service. You know, somebody told me yesterday about the Burning Man. He says, I don't know where you get your information at, but the Burning Man isn't held on the Bureau of Land Management. It's held on private property. He says, I know because I went there in the 90s. Well, yeah, in the 90s, that's absolutely true. It was held on private property. But today it's held on the Bureau of Land Management, BLMs. And so now we have to follow the Bureau of Land Management. Well, the Bureau of Land Management is saying, look, we don't want to deal with the Burning Man anymore. And so we're going to impose all these rules to make it really difficult for them to come out here. And so when people come back to me and say, hey, I don't agree with you, well, that just means you don't agree with the Bureau of Land Management. But that's what they're going to do. Taz says, our water bill's been built when we had to use distilled water CPAP. Nice talking, usually warm for this time of year. Better after last winter, need a break. Never liked crab cakes. I've really lost the conversation on crab cakes. Jimmy Ranch, let's see. Where's the BLM in Missouri around DeSoto? Where's BLM in Missouri around DeSoto? There is no BLM. There's National Forest. And the Mark Twain National Forest. BLM is primarily out in the west, Jackie. Every place else usually has National Forest. So, yeah, the Mark Twain National Forest is just south of DeSoto, Missouri. Yeah, Potosi? Yeah, Potosi. That's where the Mark Twain's going to be. And along Highway 44, on the east side of 44, southeast side. Sally says, hi Rob, Carolyn just got here. I'm back. I'm in the back row. Well, good. Nice to meet you or see you. Thanks for joining us. Your screen name. I don't know. They're just doing their jobs. Follow the rules. Jimmy says, with Santa in the desert making it sound so delightful, living on 50 cents a day, it won't be much longer where the BLM will cost as much as the campground. Santa has me banned, so I must be doing something good. Well, you know, I agree. I think what's going to happen is, look, we got to this campground in Mississippi here in DeSoto National Forest. And sure enough, they had a sign out. I just made a video. I recorded a video on it today. they've got a sign out. They're proposing a $10 fee. So it's not just in Florida. It's now, I've seen in Mississippi. I think eventually what they're going to do is they're going to have everybody buy one of these American Beautiful passes or something. And if you don't have the pass, you're not going to get on, even on BLM. I think all three organizations, the National Parks, National Forests, and BLM, are all going to get together and say, okay, you got to have the American Beautiful pass, or something similar to that. And it's getting worse by the day. I mean, just the other day we saw a guy kind of take up residence in Florida, and he got kicked out of the campground. The National Forest came out and kicked him out. Well, he had accumulated so much junk he couldn't move it. So he took all his junk, he set out to the forest and left it there. And when he goes back, then he's going to pick his stuff up. Well, you know, they're going to have the ability to track these people too. So, Jackie says, "Oh, you're welcome, Jackie. First time, just sub, great channel." Well, thank you, Dennis S. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. Sharon says, "Rob, you just have to accept that. You tell it like it is, and folks don't want to hear that. Let them learn the hard way." Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I know that Jimmy and VMAX are sitting here saying, I just got banned from their channel. I don't put up with much on my channel. I mean, it's just, facts are facts, and when people don't want to believe facts and they want to, say I'm an idiot, name calling is where I kind of just cut it off. If you can't have a conversation without name calling, then you don't want to have a conversation. You just want to name call. So I block people who call names, and I don't have much tolerance for it. If you want to have some sort of conversation, maybe we can talk. But if you want to cuss, I'll delete cuss words just because I don't want it on my channel. And if you want to call names, then that gets you blocked. Yeah, but over 61, that pass is free. Well, that's true, and it may remain free. I mean, that would be a good benefit for folks over 61. But they would still probably make you get one, I would think. If they go this direction, they would make sure that everybody had one. And when you're under age 61, then you get one, you pay for it. And they may even go up in price, I would suspect. I would suspect that they'll probably go up to $200-300 range if they're going to cover all three organizations, the National Parks, the National Forests, and the BLMs. But even at that, that's still pretty reasonable. And again, maybe we can keep people from throwing their stuff out in the forest, waiting for to come back. In American, the Beautiful pass, along with insurance to cover anything a person might do while camping. Just a guy on a motorcycle come up. He turned back, and when he saw the road closed sign. I just make new VMAX, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people do. I get LTE most of the time. Hi, Rob. Thanks for the information. You're welcome. I got my American the Beautiful years ago when it was cheap, so I'm good to go. At least you get my snarky sense of humor and haven't blocked me yet. No. No, I don't just instantly block. No. Actually, I don't have a lot of people blocked. I think that most of the folks I block is probably one or two people. They just, like VMAX says, they just keep making more and more accounts. As a matter of fact, I know that YouTube has just got somebody for having a 35 spammy accounts is what they're calling it. So they'll lose those channels. Would you camp in a national park? Well, national parks usually charge money, and so no, I haven't done that yet. If I get American Beautiful pass, yeah, I'll probably do it. I mean, I have no reason not to. If you were disabled, you can get the pass for free. Those were all his personalities. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I can always tell when it's the same person, and I really think it's down to one person now. But it always uses the same words. It used to be, what was it? I can't remember it. But now the word is whiny. Every time he wants to say anything, it's you're a whiny B word. So I know it's always him. And then he unsubscribes the account and gives a thumbs down. It all happens at the same time. You're whiny, unsubscribe, thumbs down. VMAX, only the best people have a sense of humor. Rob, Darby here. You are my steady Eddie. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to take it as a good thing. Well, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Period. That's very good, Rira. Wow, you pay attention. Period. You're right. That was it. Wow. All the way from Japan. Is it warm in Japan right now? I have DV plates, disabled veteran. I think I can go almost any government land for free. Aloha, saw you were a bubblehead the other day. I was too. Best and worst thing I ever done. Well, I don't think it was the worst thing I ever did. I'm glad I got out. I'm glad I led my life the way I did. Been a good life, but I really had a good time on a submarine. I don't ever, I mean, it's not like I want to go back or anything, but I really liked it. No, not as warm yet. Huh. For some reason, I always had this imagination that Japan was warm. Like tropics. I don't know. I don't know why I think that. I have no idea. Oh, for those who don't know what a bubblehead is, it's bubblehead is anybody who served on a submarine. So, because we just went quiet, so everybody's scratching their head. What's a bubblehead? Okinawa. I'm going to Google that and check it out. I mean, I've really never studied Japan, so I don't know much about it. Do you like it there? In Japan, that is? I assume you're there probably for military reasons. I'm just guessing. I don't know. You've been with us a long time, so maybe I should get to know you a little bit. Why'd we all die? What happened? Where'd the conversation go? Is it true that on command dive, all sailors on the sub go down? Go down? Is it true that on command dive, all sailors on the sub go down? I don't know if you're making a joke. Down to what? I don't know. Dad was the carrier person. I don't know what that means. Okinawa is warm tropical. What was your boat? I was on Atlanta, decumed in 1999. Got out the back then. Okay, I was on the USS Georgia. It was a Trident submarine. And it was out of Washington. I got out in 95. Got out in 95. And I would crack up on a submarine and have to be kept sedated, very claustrophobic. No, my submarine was just huge. It was huge. It had 2 bathrooms with showers, 4 showers. We all got our own rack. We didn't have to hot rack. Hot rack means, what hot rack meant was that one guy would get out of the bed and you would have to go into the bed. So what would you, people on smaller submarines would have to, make the bed, get into bed, and then when they got up, they take their sheets and stuff off, and then the next guy would get in, and the bed would still be hot from the previous guy. It's a joke, old marine joke. Oh. Hello, MA, good to see you. I'm in Yokohama. No, not military anymore. Married to a Japanese now. Ah, okay. Thanks for your honesty in the day-to-day trips. Well, my pleasure. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. He was a pilot, and the job was a CIC. Temperate climate in Japan. There's just not a lot of people asking questions. It seems like we're dragging on. I feel like we should be almost done. My throat's all wore out, so I've been yapping up a storm. Did I miss anything here? Okay, so I see. Okinawa is a warm climate, but you live in Yokohama. And no, not military anymore, just married to a Japanese now. My nephew is a bubblehead. Ah, yeah. How's the truck running? Truck's running great. No issues with the truck. Did great yesterday. Uh, doesn't miss a beat. Japanese put it in stone. They even have married rocks. Let's see. People hit the like. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button. Keep on keeping on, Rob. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. So, well, it looks like we are dying off here. Are we dying off? Let's see. Did they have a Winter Olympics in Japan one year? If you can take being a bubblehead, then you can take almost anything. Well, except snakes. I'm not a big fan of snakes. I don't know. Can you see me? Okay. A bubblehead is anybody that lived on a submarine. My condo sale closed today. I will be a nomad as May 15th. Well, I hope you have a great adventure. All right, good night. 2020 Olympics. We'll be in Tokyo. All right, so I'm going to say good night. We're kind of winding down. My throat's starting to get dry, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. If you find a baby gardener, you can keep it and use it to scare people away. They eat bugs. What's your rough route into Texas? Oh, we're just going to go straight through Louisiana into northern Texas, northeast Texas. Oh, don't get sick. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to say goodnight. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels. All right. Let's see. All right. See you later, Harry. Good night, Taz. Good night, Alaska and Dennis. Good night, MA. Oscar, good evening. All right, Steve, see you later. Talk to you later, Jay and Elizabeth. And all right, VMAX. Hey, thanks for showing up. I really do appreciate it. Saw your comment today, and I thought, hey, VMAX back. Heat Seeker, good to see you. It's more expensive for Canadians to get a pass to parks. Good night, Coley. Good night, Wayne. Good night, Jimmy. And Spry. Do you ever get tired living in your... Oh, that's not for me. Good night, Rob. Good night, Philip. Good night, Nest and Mary.